Welcome, everybody. We got a special episode of Ball Talk, episode 11. I'm here with my co-host, Nick, and we got two special guests for you. But let me bring in Nick real quick. How we doing?
Doing well, Adam. Black Friday is upon us. Didn't do any real shopping today, but obviously yesterday was Thanksgiving. I give thanks for this podcast, all my great friends, my co-host, Adam. A guest we're going to bring in here in a second. I got my cousin to my right of me. I got a long-standing friend over on the left, Jason. A lot of the people might know him. I don't know. I'm ready for a good episode.
Yeah, this should be a fun one. So without further ado, let's go ahead and bring on in our special guest, Jason. We got a Packers fan in the building. He's got to represent. We got all sorts of fandom. Been on this podcast already, so why don't we get a cheesehead on in here? How you doing?
Oh, not too bad, Adam. How's it going? Glad to be here on the podcast. Longtime friend, first time podcaster.
Yeah, we've got some first timers, but we're gonna have a fun time. It's just a chat between some bros. You know, we've been down here literally for the past 3 hours just talking, so might as well throw it on the recording. Let's bring on in Nick's cousin. We got Patty. How we doing, bud?
Good, guys. How are we doing? Pleasure to be here.
Can't complain.
Maso Manos.
No, good.
How was everyone's Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving festivities were wonderful. I got to be with Nick, which is always a pleasure. Our family adventures the last 2 days. Good food, always good food. Too much food.
Yeah, lots of good food.
Still got some upstairs in the fridge. Probably going to snack on that later.
I got some leftovers too. Dude, speaking of which, I'm definitely hungry. Should have thought about that beforehand. But it's fine. We're still going to get it either way. First things first, we're going to do a top 3, but we're not doing no sports at the moment. We're going to start with some top 3 Thanksgiving foods.
Okay.
So everybody,
all right.
We're going to start with Nick. I'm going to put him on the spot so everybody else has at least a little time to think.
I'll give my 1 and 2 combo per se is the noodles and the mashed potatoes.
Yeah, there you go.
Those things mixed, and then obviously the turkey in there, which I'm not gonna put at number 3 because I'm not really big into turkey.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and rule out turkey anyway, because that's always gonna be there for everybody's, right?
No matter how good you make it, it's gonna be dry.
Right.
It's a turkey.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of turkey anyway. Yeah,
I would definitely prefer chicken.
Sweet potatoes.
Why isn't it
cream corn?
Sweet potato. That should be a song.
It could easily just be a chicken. You know?
Yeah.
Right. Chicken's better.
Chicken
wings. Imagine having chicken wings.
Well, imagine just doing the same thing. Cook a bird, but have a couple chickens, and then just do same holiday, everything, but it's chicken instead of turkey.
They had turkeys before chicken.
There was one year where we had a turducken. They guys had a turducken.
Okay, I've heard of it. I've never had it though. You're a lucky man.
It's a chicken stuffed into a duck, stuffed into a turkey, and it was kind of gross if you think about it.
I mean,
but if you don't think about it and you just eat it.
There's a lot of good stuff in there, for sure. And my uncle knows how to cook, so honestly, our turkey and stuff is always good.
Is that an American thing?
For sure.
Yeah,
what do you mean?
That sounds like a real hick American thing. But honestly, I think he went to culinary school, so he knows a bunch of different types of different stuff to do, and so he always does the main thing, whatever it is. So yeah, honestly, it works out.
Yeah.
And it was actually pretty good, but just thinking about it, it kind of, takes away.
Yeah. All right, so my third was going to be mac and cheese.
Oh, solid choice.
I'm big on the noodles, but, green beans, corn, they're right there. Yeah. I do like both of those. So, I don't know. Thanksgiving may be one of my favorite holidays.
Without a doubt.
Great holiday, yeah.
But yeah, moving on. Yeah, who wants to give their 3 next?
I'll go next.
Go, Jason.
I would say number 1, I'm going ham. Ham's
Yeah,
killer.
I-
You can
I'm
just.
sad
Way
we
better
didn't
than
have
turkey.
ham
We
this
had ham,
year.
and I had way more ham than
I'm
turkey.
really sad.
We didn't have
We
any
didn't have
ham, but
ham.
we're having ham at Christmas, so.
Oh, you gotta
A
have
good
the ham
Christmas
at
ham.
Yeah,
Oh,
Christmas
man.
ham. Can't wait.
No, yeah, we actually don't have ham at Christmas.
Can't let the neighbor's dogs get to it, though.
Beef Wellington this year.
Beef Wellington.
Wellington.
That's what
Wow.
I'm thinking.
Dead ass?
That's what I'm thinking.
I don't know about
Alright.
that.
Little filet mignon.
Anyway,
What's
so
number
number
two?
one was
Yeah.
ham for Jason. We
Yeah,
gotta stay at least a little
Yeah,
on
we
track
gotta
here.
stay on track.
All right, number 2, I'm going to go with pasta salad. I don't know. It's just.
Oh,
Never
okay.
had pasta salad.
So he's
I mean, I
throwing
have,
some
but not at
unconventional Thanksgiving foods at us.
Yeah,
Well,
I
I
mean-
can respect it.
I mean,
Curveball.
there is literally 1,000 side dishes that I've seen brought to people's Thanksgiving. So like,
course, yeah.
pasta salad's not the craziest thing I've heard of. So, but
Alright.
I'm not a huge pasta salad fan. But I
Love
respect
pasta,
it. I respect
love Italian dressing. It's, I don't know. It's nice. It's like a oily. It's good.
Yeah. I
Number
hear you.
3, oh man, it's a hard one.
Feeling any desserts?
But I'm definitely gonna have to go with like a family tradition. It's a dessert. It's vanilla wafers and the banana pudding.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, that
Absolutely.
shit is dang
Whole
for
sliced
sure.
bananas
My
in there,
mom
some
usually makes
cinnamon,
banana pudding and she's
well, whipped cream. It's
yeah,
great.
that's
Banana
nice.
pudding,
Oof.
killer.
That's incredible.
Oh yeah, banana pudding is incredible. That is an absolute fact.
So you got an entree, a side, and a dessert for
Yeah,
my top
no,
3.
that's
A
kind of
full,
what I'm feeling.
nice, well-rounded.
Might have to.
I hear you.
Adam,
I stand
did
by
you say
that.
your 3?
I
yet?
haven't. I'll go. I'm not gonna put like I'm gonna keep ham and turkey out of this. I'm definitely a ham guy over turkey, but we're gonna keep. I'm just gonna hit sides and
Hit
stuff.
the sides.
Okay. I
Number
like it.
one's mac and cheese, without a doubt. And my aunt makes the best mac and cheese. I don't know what kind of cheese she puts in it, but somehow it just like it's so cheesy and buttery and the best.
I want to
Like,
try
you probably
every
feel so fat,
homemade
but
mac
but
and
it
cheese
is
in the world.
right.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Because like our
I've-
family
yeah.
is fire.
Yeah, just but hearing everyone say there's, you've heard it a million times.
I mean,
My
my
aunt-
grandma's
everybody
the
likes
best.
mac and cheese,
Is
right?
your
Yeah.
grandma's the best, or do you just love your grandma?
Right, I want to try it.
And her
That's
mac
what
and
I'm saying.
cheese.
I've tried a lot of different ones, and it was damn near. Like I still haven't found
Your
one
aunts?
better. And
That's what I'm
there's a-
saying. Now
Yeah.
I really want to try that one.
Yeah, I want to try.
Hopefully, I'll get
Adam's
some leftovers of that one next time. But that'll be more probably at Christmas. I'm gonna definitely take some Tupperware just for that
Do
shit.
it, do it.
But okay, so number 2, gotta go with stuffing, bro.
Okay.
And I'm a
We had
I didn't know
stuffing. I didn't even touch it.
I didn't
I'm a
touch it either. I'm
stovetop
not a-
stuffing type of guy.
Okay.
I still haven't tried it.
My grandma or aunt, great aunt, one of them old people makes this like gross ass stuffing that's like a brick, bro, and it's like
Ugh.
it's so crusty and gross. But the stovetop is so good. I don't know
Really?
why.
Hey, Purdue grad.
Purdue grad, baby.
Really?
Stovetop.
Yeah,
Shout out.
stovetop.
My grandmother this year made her stuffing
How was it?
half and half. Half of it had fucking oysters.
Oysters?
Dude,
It was
Oh,
crazy.
I
that's-
saw a
no,
tweet
that's-
about
it was-
that
it was
today. They were like,
really
"Is that
salty.
weird?
It was
Is that
really-
weird to have oysters?"
it was
in
a little
your
salty
stuff?
and
I
I
think
feel like it's
I've
already
definitely heard
plenty
of it.
salty enough.
But
Right.
it wasn't bad.
I
It
definitely
wasn't terrible, but it was a little salty.
I've certainly heard of it.
Damn.
I'm
Threw me
certainly
All
for a
right, so
loop. I
for
was
my
caught
number
off guard.
3
Yeah.
here,
Okay.
we gotta wrap it
So
up.
yeah,
I'm gonna throw a dessert out here too.
Yeah, good choice.
And it's a little unconventional. I don't know how many people really have this at theirs, but it's called I just call it green stuff. And it's like marshmallows, pistachio,
What?
and like I don't even know, man, mixed with like maybe some like pecans or something. I don't know. It's like mixed. It's like some really really good sweet dessert. I'm telling you, it's like I'm not doing it justice.
Damn.
I gotta
You're
look
gonna
it up
look
at some
up.
point. Yeah,
I
I'm
can't say
on the
I've had
Google
it.
right now. I'm looking
Yeah,
at
I
it.
can't say I've had that.
pistachio,
Pistachio
marshmallow.
pudding, pineapple fluff.
Dude, yes, pineapples.
Okay.
Oh, it's so
I was gonna
good.
say, like, what's the filling?
Look at that shit.
Like,
That's-
you just eat
it looks pretty
straight
good.
pistachios
Yeah,
and
read what's all in there, dude.
So
you
do
got
you? Yeah.
Pancake instant pistachio mix,
What?
Cool Whip, crushed pineapples, walnuts, maraschino cherries, mini marshmallows. That sounds like a heavy hitter.
Bro, that's so good.
that's
So
a-
that's
Wait, so
that's
you
my
just
number
eat
3.
that? You just eat that plain, or do you put it with?
No, that is a dessert
You
itself.
make it, you like mix it together
Yeah.
and bake it, and,
Yeah.
or
No,
something,
you don't
I
bake
know.
it. It's just cold. It's
Okay.
just cold.
Cold
You
dessert.
just eat it.
It's so good, bro. I'm telling you, you can't
I
sleep.
feel like I've
It
had
is
that
so
at my
good.
Shelton one.
That sounds just like some nice.
It's
little
like
fun.
a
Have
fruity,
you had that,
fruity
like, every- Have you had
marshmallowy.
that like every
Pudding,
year?
like
Huh?
Have you always had that?
Every year, yeah.
Yeah.
She makes it every year, dude. It's so good.
It has
All
to
right, you know
be,
what? Which is
Honorable mention to apple pie. Like, that's a
Yeah.
normal
Yeah.
Thanksgiving thing that's really good. I don't
was
like any
gonna
other
say.
pie
Yeah,
really
my-
other than apple.
My
but
sister
it's so
made
good.
apple croissants.
It was like
the
dumpling
turnovers,
type, yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Dude,
The
they were
fat
amazing.
chunks of
They
apples
had,
in it.
Yeah, and
Yummy.
little caramel.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
God damn.
Cinnamon sugar.
All right, so Patty, you're up. Last one,
Yeah. No,
top three.
I kind of touched on mine earlier. Definitely a sides guy. So like sweet potatoes. My mom makes fire sweet potatoes and cream corn. Shout out to Best Cream Corn.
Dude, we didn't have any corn this year, and I was pissed. I love
damn.
corn.
Corn is
Corn
Did we
over
have
green
green
beans.
beans?
We had
I
green
don't think
beans.
we
I don't
did.
think
We had green beans, but not corn. I'd rather have
Damn.
Your
corn.
mom.
I mean, I would have had both.
Your mom
Right.
Definitely,
made,
but-
Aunt Deanna made like Brussels sprouts and carrots and squash and stuff instead for our vegetables instead of green beans. 'Cause
We had-
grandma-
Yo, we haven't talked
true.
about rolls once, dog.
Dude.
I love a good roll.
Oh,
We
yeah.
made some
There's so
fire
many good
rolls,
sides for
fire
Thanksgiving. We
rolls.
should have done like a top
Our
five.
rolls
I'd say
were
yeah,
dense.
We should have done
one
that.
sweet potatoes,
No,
two
yeah.
cream corn, and three would probably be like the bread, the rolls. Like we always have tons of bread.
Yeah, dude, the rolls are the key.
Those are a solid.
Yeah.
Some nice
dude.
buttered rolls.
Oh.
Maybe
You
throw
throw
with
it-
some gravy.
And some turkey on there too.
Damn
dude.
near ham and
Like,
turkey
Get
on
some
it.
cornbread this
Ham,
year.
yeah, I forgot you
Dude,
guys
we
are
didn't
I
ham.
don't
have any
I'm
cornbread.
dead
Yeah.
ass. I don't
Cornbread with
fuck
real
with cornbread.
corn in it. It was
I don't
delicious.
fuck with it. I think it's dry as shit most of the
Dude, I
time.
love
Oh,
cornbread.
man, you gotta
When you
come
get
make
some,
this-
yeah.
You gotta
I was
come
about
visit.
to
Yeah.
say.
My
I was
grandma
about
will
to
make
say.
you some like moist
Yeah.
cornbread
Oh
that'll knock your socks
no!
off.
Oh no!
It'll-
Dude, honestly,
I'm trying to
DNR in
lock-
town.
Yeah, DNR. We should go.
They have
soon.
some smacking
We
cornbread.
should go bless them
Oh,
with our
yeah.
presents.
Yeah. I'm definitely down. All right,
do a
we're
podcast in
setting
there while we're
plans
eating
on the
DNR.
podcast, folks. You love to see it.
Yeah.
All right,
You'll
so I
love to
think
hear
we've
it.
done our top three. Was that all three?
Yeah,
of
I
yours? You
finished,
three?
yeah, I finished.
Okay. So let's move into some football, huh? Let's talk about the outlooks for our teams.
Yikes.
We obviously saw the Saints play just yesterday on Thanksgiving.
Yes.
They got a big win against the Falcons at the Falcons.
Yeah, they almost choked it.
Almost gave her away.
We saw three successful onside kicks back to back to back. That was pretty fun, dude.
It's insane.
Maybe a
That game was
first.
pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Um,
No, yeah, definitely a first. I would say.
But yeah, the Saints' offense with Drew Brees, since he's come back to me, hasn't looked completely polished. Although they
Yeah.
did a good job yesterday
Right.
until it came to the fourth quarter. It felt like.
I would.
I mean,
definitely
yeah,
agree.
it they were just trying to run out the clock, and then Atlanta went on a weird run at the very end, like the last 4 minutes.
I feel like it's so hard to run the clock out sometimes. Like,
Right.
obviously, like when you're ahead by a couple, you're trying to do it as best you can, but like you still got to throw the ball to try and get the first downs.
Well,
Like you literally can't run three
well,
times
especially-
when they know you're trying to run the clock out to be able to get that
Right.
first down most of the time.
Well, and how many field goals did they have last night?
I don't
4
know.
or 5?
Will Lutz is going against me, and he has 17 points. So
Right.
do the math. I don't know.
Yeah. No, yeah, they
Feels bad.
had like 4 or 5. So
But I also was going against Drew Brees. He only had like 11. So I mean, that's a win-win.
right, that's the thing. It's like, granted, the offense didn't look great, but if they look a little bit better, you know, they're
I mean, the Falcons.
they're getting a lot of field goals.
The
is
Falcons'
pretty much what I'm
defense
trying to
has
say. So
looked better
they have the potential.
recently. So like, that's not too bad of a performance as far as the Saints' offense is concerned.
It's nice
But-
to have the defensive safety net.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Our defense just
Well,
took over.
And
that's the
honestly,
thing,
yeah,
it's
and
like,
honestly,
I-
the Saints' defense got quite a few turnovers, and
Oh, yeah.
it was pretty much a dominant performance from them. Other than like the late fourth quarter, they let the
Yeah.
onside slip, and it got close, but like nobody really felt like let's get this freaking over with, because like the Saints are literally the Falcons are just getting lucky. Almost.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, dude, they were getting lucky to the point where
It was amazing.
they had the ball down 8, and yeah, like with a chance to score.
We just sacked them.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
Twice.
exactly. The Saints just
Dude.
sacks, man. Cam Jordan, Von Bell. That defense is scary, man.
I will say that I kind of feel like our defense is week to week, though.
Yeah.
Sometimes we come out.
Sometimes
yeah.
they get a big.
This
head on their
NFC is
shoulders.
tough, especially with teams like the Packers, Jason.
Oh, Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, he's been saying is the best. Do you think that he could tear up the Saints D in the playoffs?
Oh, in the playoffs? That would be a good matchup, honestly. I think it would be hard to contest the Saints defense. They're looking really strong this year. Offense-wise, Aaron Rodgers is a very talented quarterback, very intelligent. Facing a lot of injuries this season as a whole group. Not a lot of options to throw to, if we're being honest. But they're doing what they can. They kind of got their butts handed to them last week. But we're looking optimistic next week, this Sunday at 1 p.m. heading into a game against the Giants, who are 2-9.
2-9, they're crap. Yep.
All right. The Packers this season, they're what are they? 8-3.
8-3.
Not bad. We'll take it.
And now the Saints are what? They'd be like 9-3. Have they lost 3 or they lost 2? Are they 10-2?
I think what really matters most
If this would pull up, please.
The Packers are in the number 1 in the NFC North, I think.
Saints are 10-2.
So,
yeah.
Okay, so Saints 10-2. If the Packers win, which they should, they'll be 9-3. So as far as home field's concerned, like you guys both definitely want that. For the Packers, playing in that environment is going to be snowy. You already know, and like cold, and
that's
nice. As opposed to New Orleans with the dome, they can play a big game, especially like you were saying. They get a lot of field goals. Field goals are going to be tough. And I don't know. I think that the Saints have a better run game with Kamara. He's just something a little bit more special than anybody that Aaron Rodgers has on offense, other than Devontae Adams. And, the Saints have Marshawn Lattimore to lock him up, I think. So I think the Saints right now look like the better team, if I'm being completely honest. But you're almost guaranteeing the playoffs, at least for the Packers. So getting there is one thing, and literally anything can happen. We've seen it plenty of times. So Aaron Rodgers, to me, is top 3 quarterbacks right now. I'm not going to give him number 1. I think Lamar right now is playing better than anybody. Yeah. And then from there, we can talk about it if you want to.
A lot of different names will come up.
Yeah,
like Russell's playing really good right now, and also Aaron Rodgers and Pat Mahomes, and so it's tough.
I can't hate that.
Kyler Murray's not on a winning team. But
he is good. He is good.
Yeah, I can't hate that.
He's so athletic, man. Mm-hmm. Watching Kyler Murray play is like
it's definitely been a season of quarterbacks.
It's watching somebody like trying to get out of prison. They're just running for their life.
Also a season of defense.
Who?
He said it's been a season of quarterbacks, and I said also a season of defenses.
Yes, the backup quarterbacks.
Packers and the Patriots and the 49ers.
Dude, at one point, do you guys remember the Colts were like 6-1 or 5-1 or something, and the Patriots, the 49ers were both undefeated. So like 3 former Patriots and Tom Brady were like combined for 15-1 or something combined record earlier in the season because of Jacoby Brissett and Garoppolo. But now the Colts have slipped, and also the Patriots have a loss. The 49ers have a loss. But honestly, the 49ers right now, to me, still look like the best in the NFC, along with the Ravens best in the AFC.
Okay. Yeah, that's been my Super Bowl pick. Obviously, I think the Saints, in my opinion, just won't. I don't know. What I've seen this year, they just don't have the discipline. They don't have, I don't know. Really don't think the it factor is there for the Saints right now.
Yeah, it just seems like a little bit of that firepower that they should have, especially with Michael Thomas. I mean, he's been just as reliable as usual, and Kamara doesn't look bad to me. It just seems like they're not picking up those third downs, and sometimes they're letting games be closer than what they should be, and especially with how good their defense is, they should be able to win these games a little easier, I think. But let's move on to a couple of the other games that happened yesterday. Bears-Lions, kind of a meh game, not most exciting. Bears barely have a chance to even make the playoffs. Lions are the first team to be eliminated now from the playoff race. I guess the Bengals were already, but the Lions have joined them.
Blau on his first
but that's the one thing I wanted to touch on. I don't know if you guys are all Purdue fans. The Lions had to start David Blau, former Purdue quarterback, rookie, in this game, and he had a pretty decent game. His first completion was a touchdown to Kenny Galladay. Wide open, beautiful toss. I was definitely rooting him on. I saw him throw a couple touchdowns, so that was pretty cool.
Oh, it was
That's
definitely
exciting.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It might just earn him a decent, backup
Right.
role somewhere and just be chilling for a while, and that's pretty awesome.
It's one where it's unfortunate there are injuries, but
I mean, there's been a
huge
lot of
that he
backup
got
quarterbacks
his
getting
start,
chances this year, and a lot of them have stepped up. Although they lost the game by 4 points, that Bears defense just proved to be too good. And letting the Bears get 24 points is not very good either. The Lions' defense has given up a lot of points to a lot of people.
That's actually exactly what I was saying watching this game. Just because the Bears' offense is actually abysmal. They can easily
Trubisky
for them to score 20 points is really, really rare. So
Yeah, Trubisky's not good, but obviously Blau is in his first start probably just as bad.
well,
so.
and I mean, I wouldn't even. I wouldn't say he's
Like
better
Trubisky,
or worse,
Trubisky
but the
probably
defense
has a better mobility. But
Well, and the defense,
we saw a good arm
the
out of
defense
Blau.
they're playing is definitely way better.
Right. And they put up 20 still, so
Yeah.
it was a decent game.
Yeah.
The other game
Well,
was
that's one of the
Bills
best
Cowboys.
defenses
I
in
don't
the
know.
league.
Did you guys watch Bills Cowboys?
I watched a good amount of this one.
Dude, the Bills
Uh,
defense is for real.
Yeah.
The Cowboys have been one of the best offenses all year, and they only got
The Bills
15
are
points up on the
nice.
Bills.
Bills
That
are-
defense is definitely
Bills
legit.
are the sneakiest 9-3 team.
Yeah.
out
Yeah?
there.
9-3.
Look out
Whoa.
for them.
Leading
Whoa.
the Cowboys at 6-6.
Yeah,
Cowboys are still
All right.
leading their division at 6-6. Everybody wants to give the
Dude,
Colts
that's-
division shit for
that's
being
the
kind of
NFC,
mediocre.
man.
They're
honestly.
NFC. They suck.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like their division in the NFC is just
Whoa,
horrendous.
But
do you
it also
see- do you
means
see
that like
who
they're getting a
the-
lot harder competition throughout the year that are like NFC.
But
people.
do you see who the Eagles have left on their schedule?
No, we can pull it up if you want.
No,
they got the
I-
Dolphins this week.
Dolphins. They still play the Redskins. They play the
Oh.
Giants twice.
Dude, they could easily steal that from the Cowboys. 'cause
And
the
then
Cowboys have looked terrible.
their other game is the Cowboys.
All right, do you know
That's it.
the Cowboys?
No, I don't.
I'm gonna look up Cowboys real quick if this will actually pull up.
I
don't
know
why it's
they
gonna
play
be
the
black.
Eagles once, but that's about all I know.
How about you? Yeah, Jason, you're on my. What is it? What's the Cowboys' schedule coming up? Because 6-6, they're only a game ahead, and obviously, if the Eagles, it's like a half a game. If the Eagles win this week, they're tied,
Alrighty, so the Cowboys.
and they're
this-
facing the Dolphins, so they're about to be tied this weekend, and that's an easy
Right.
schedule for the Dolphins, or not Dolphins, Eagles.
Eagles.
The Cowboys this Thursday play the Bears. That's December 5th. December 15th, they play the Rams. After that, we have the Eagles and then the Redskins.
Okay, so they both play the Redskins. We can both assume those are wins, but the Cowboys have to go against
harder
the
schedule.
Rams and Bears.
Yeah, way harder schedule.
Both of those are going to
Yeah.
be tough contenders. I think
And
Is that Bears game at home for the Bears? Because if so, I don't think the Cowboys are winning that in Chicago.
where was the
This
Bills
one.
game?
I think it was at the Bills.
And yeah,
But-
it's Cowboys at Bears. So they will be
At
in
Bears.
Chicago, December 5th at 8:20. It's going to be a tough game.
I'm thinking
It's gonna be a
that's.
tough game.
I think it's a Bears dub, dude. The Bears are trying to make a push.
Dude, I don't know. Either way, I don't think the Bears are making.
Do you
No.
think
They
Jason?
I would love
they
to
have
see them
win
spoil.
out. Seahawks. Just a lot of crazy things would have to happen
Right,
for them to get
but
there.
they're still going to be acting like they have a chance. So
Yeah.
it's not like they're giving
No.
up
Oh,
yet.
without
Of course
a
not.
doubt.
And I would love to see them spoil the Cowboys' chances.
Oh, for sure.
1,000%. I'd rather see the Bears win than the Cowboys any
absolutely.
day.
And I'd rather
But
see the
I do
Eagles.
need Zeke to start eating because the fantasy playoffs are coming up next week. I
He
believe.
had some decent rushes.
Is that next week?
I believe it's next week. I
I'm
think
in.
this is the last
Are
week.
you in the playoffs of all your leagues?
Both of them.
Yep, same.
As
I'm
long
in
as
too well. I'm in both.
I'm pretty sure I'm like guaranteed. But one of them, it's like if he scores like a shit ton of points, he might be able to pass me. I don't know how it works. I don't know because it'll be like a
Okay.
tiebreaker situation. But I think he's beat me both times. But I was still like the standings. I was still above him after that, even when we were tied.
Oh, okay.
After he had
So it
been
goes to
points
the
scored. I
amounts
think.
you've. Yeah. Okay. All right.
And I'm ahead by a lot, as long as he doesn't go crazy. And you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Anyways, that's
Yeah.
enough fantasy talk and enough Cowboys dog shit talk because they suck. I'm just kidding. Any Cowboys fan out there, I'm sorry. They're just going through a rough patch. Hopefully they fire Jason Garrett. What do you guys think they'll do there?
They won't fire him this year.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
think
think
they
that's
should fire him
definitely in
right
the
now.
top.
You think right now?
Right now.
they're going
do
to
it.
Even-
season him. Isn't
even-
that what they did to Mike McCarthy?
Even
Probably.
though they might make the playoffs still.
Is Mike McCarthy?
But it's
Mike
looking
McCarthy's
like a-
out from you guys too, and you know you guys have LaFleur now.
Yeah. Mike McCarthy was fired.
This is
During
looking
the
like
season.
if they can make the playoffs, they're going one and done.
Yeah.
They're not beating a wild card team. They're not beating Vikings or Seahawks. Hell no.
No, they're taking it.
Yeah, I don't. At this point, I think the Eagles are going to make the playoffs, and they're just. If they
Yeah.
haven't fired Jason Garrett, he's going to be fired by the end of the season. But we'll move on. Enough Cowboys talk. I'm tired of them.
Yeah, we don't want to.
Tired of them. The Colts got a big divisional playoff game, playoff implication type game against the Titans. Both 6-5 in the same division.
Okay.
We're at 6-5. Houston's at 7-4.
Who do they?
And the Houston has Patriots this week, I do believe. Yep, Patriots Texans Sunday Night Football, baby.
So
Okay,
that's going to be a tough game for Houston. It's going to be the pressure is on for that
Hey, we'll
both games, both 6-5.
We'll see.
Right,
Yeah.
the Titans have been looking good.
The heat is on.
Colts have been looking meh.
Man.
I think we'll
But
see
T.Y.
again how good.
Ty's out, I think, right?
Oh,
I think
that's going to
Ty.
be tough.
I think Ty might be out for this game.
Yeah.
I heard he got a setback in his quad
And
injury.
Marlon Mack.
It's been another
Marlon
big
Mack's been
season
out,
for injuries.
but the backup Williams has been doing good. We just need a passing game, and we haven't had much of it. And the Titans' defense has not been terrible. So I think we might struggle, dude. That might be a tough game for us. But we need to get that big win and have the Texans lose to the Patriots, and we can be tied with them. And I don't know who wins that tiebreaker because we beat them and they beat us once. So I don't know how that gets determined
how it
either.
comes out.
Maybe a coin
But-
toss.
I hope not. Hopefully it's like by at least like points or something. Make it like whoever scored more, like who scored the most and
Right.
their win or something, or like the biggest point spread between all the games. I don't know. Whatever, dude. That's just like a weird. Who knows what's going to happen the rest of the season? That could not even matter later on.
Yeah, I mean, what chance do you give the Texans to win that Sunday night game?
3%.
Yeah,
3?
I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't think their offensive line is that good, and I think the Patriots defense is way too good for them.
I
I
just
think
don't
that
think the
there's a-
Patriots' offense is that good.
I think there's a 25%
Right now, though,
chance.
they're
Where is it?
Yeah.
in
Also,
Houston?
last game
Might be
was
Foxborough.
tough.
I would-
It's probably Foxborough. The
I would-
Patriots never have hard games in a way.
I wouldn't discredit them
I would
completely.
kinda-
the
I would-
Patriots sometimes known to have a fluke game, a
Well,
pretty poor
and-
performance where they just really slip up pretty hard to a team every season. Unquestionable.
Yeah, I mean
Pretty
they've only
uncanny, really.
got one loss. I can't tell if this is.
They
My
might blow
phone
that.
isn't pulling nothing up, but
I think
the line is -3 to New England.
I think it's at the Texans.
That would be That sounds like a Texans kind of line.
Let me
because
see here. We'll get it pulled up here real quick.
Yeah,
the Falcons were at home, and they're the bottom team there.
Yeah, that'll
So
be
the
consistent.
Texans-
Yeah, it's at Houston.
Yeah.
So we got a 10-1 Patriots at 7-4 Texans.
That could be interesting. Then there's
Could be an
definitely a good
interesting
chance
game.
that the Texans pull it off, but I still favor the Patriots just because that defense is really good, and
It's hard to
that
bet
offense
against
isn't
Tom
that
Brady.
bad, especially with Sanu. They have some weapons. They just need to.
It's not that
they need a
bad,
run game
but-
going, and Texas defense isn't. They're. Nah.
Texas lives.
I feel like the Colts should have beat them.
I don't
If the
know.
Colts should have beat them, then the fucking Patriots will beat them. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm telling you though.
We'll see how good the Patriots are again, though.
Let's
Yep,
not be
this is a big
surprised.
test for both teams for sure. So it's going to be a good game. I can't wait for that. We got some 49ers Ravens. That's probably got to be the best game. Somehow still a 1 o'clock game. They haven't flexed it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind it.
That's fine, but yeah, that's
It has to-
actually that's gonna be going on during our soccer game. We got an indoor soccer game, ladies and gents.
man.
We got Jason on the sidelines because he just had surgery. Everybody send him some well wishes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just had my appendix removed, suffering from some complications, a little bit of inflammation, but Doctors did a great surgery. I'm well on my way to recovery. It's just a little sore.
Just a little vergicitis.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Just jokes. Yeah, that appendix could be dangerous, so I'm glad you got it out and you're safe, and he's here kicking, ladies and gents.
Yeah,
glad he could be with us today.
Feels good.
Yeah, he hasn't been skating though, which I know
He's
has
itching
been
to
bumming
skate.
him out.
Yeah, definitely miss. I skateboarded quite often, very frequently. Can't do anything for about a month. No physical activity really. Can't lift any weights or anything. So I'm pretty bummed there. But I don't know. Come back hungry. Come back ready to eat.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not
Well
saying you weren't a dog in
Right.
soccer as well. That's not.
Yeah, that's what's
But
really
skateboarding,
sad is that he
right.
couldn't be here for our squad, but
Yeah, but
he'll be cheering us on, and he might be back if we ever get to the playoffs. I don't know if it's like everybody gets to the playoffs. I don't know
I
if
don't
there is a
even know if there
playoffs.
is a playoffs.
We'll see.
We'll be real with you. There probably isn't, but if there is, we're taking home the ship.
We're taking it home.
Yeah.
Back to NFL, anyways. Another big AFC, not in the Colts division, but Browns Steelers. The Steelers are 6-5, just like the Colts are.
Right.
So they still have a chance to make that wild card spot. Obviously,
I
the
think
Browns are
they're
5-6, so
I think
they
they're
have a chance
actually.
as well.
I
so.
think they actually are the. If
Which
the
of
playoffs
the,
started
if
today,
one of those two teams is going to make the playoffs, it has to obviously start here with this win. Who doesn't?
Steelers.
Steelers. Okay. Even with Duck Hodges as their quarterback.
Yeah.
And
Dude's
James
name's
Conner's
Duck.
James Conner's been banged up.
Are we kidding? His name's Duck. You're betting against him?
Duck.
I wouldn't bet
Yes.
against a man named Duck.
I am betting against them. I don't think they're getting either of these teams actually is getting in the playoffs. But if either team was going to do it, it'd be the Browns, man. Baker Mayfield, that offense will get going, get rolling, and their defense isn't bad.
I need the
Without
Browns.
Myles Garrett, their defense might be a little bit worse off, but still.
As a
I think
Colts fan,
more likely Browns could make it.
and as a Colts fan, you kind of need the Browns this week.
I mean, I don't.
Is the-
Yeah, I do this week, but like overall, still, I would be more scared of the Browns. Deadass. The Steelers'
Even if the
offense
Steelers
is
get a
terrible.
win.
Steelers'
Even
offense is
if the
terrible. Juju
Steelers get a win.
Smith-Schuster's been out. They're bad right now. I don't think they're going to win this game. I just don't. Cleveland's favored by 2. But anyways, let's see. Rams Cardinals. That's a divisional
Cleveland's
game.
favored by 2. That's at the Steelers.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Chargers, Broncos, both those teams are pretty much out of it. Chiefs, Raiders, that's actually kind of a big game. The Chiefs are only 7-4,
Yeah.
so they would be tied in that division if the Raiders win. And the Raiders have looked, I don't know what to think of them.
That's the thing.
Like
Been
they got
so
beat
sad.
bad by the Jets last week.
Oh,
But other
dude,
than
the Jets
that,
game
you would think
was-
that they're a
oh,
potential
dude.
AFC wild card player as well.
Right.
So if they could win over the Chiefs, I mean,
They
who knows?
definitely have
Like,
some,
this is probably like the most confusing team if
they
they pull
definitely
this
have
off.
something to prove mentality.
Like lose to
going
the
into
Jets
this game.
bad one week, then beat the Chiefs. Like that'd be like the craziest 2 weeks we've had maybe all year. Yeah, that's a fun game. And the last one Monday night is Vikings Seahawks. That's a pretty big NFC game.
Who you like there?
Seahawks for sure, but the Vikings, I mean, have
You
a
never
better
know what you're
offense.
gonna
I
get
think.
from them. Yeah. Well, I just
And the
think
Seahawks
he's-
defense isn't that good, so I think this is going to be a really close one. But Russell Wilson's just been, killing it. So we'll see how.
Yeah, and
how
if
that
I'm
goes.
a team in the NFC chasing, I want the Seahawks to win this.
Right, yeah, maybe knock the Vikings off, send them a little bit.
8-4.
Yeah, we'd like.
Teams
me as a
that
Packers fan, I'd really like to see that. I think, but I also
you
don't
guys
think
have you guys have your division locked up though. So, but
I mean,
no,
I'd still like to see it.
Obviously, yeah, that's someone right on your tail. Wait, are you guys actually 8-3? You might be tied right now.
We're
No,
9-3.
93.
Oh, okay.
So the way that I look at it, though, is
Wait.
a loss in our division for a rival team just
They're 8-3 right
Feels
now,
good.
right? Yeah, 8-3. You guys got to beat the Giants first, and then you'll be 9-3, but most likely. But anyways, are we done with NFL? You want to preview some
my bad.
Premier
8-3,
League?
yes.
Yeah, we can do that. We can talk. Do we want to stay in football real quick and talk about the Old Oaken Bucket?
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
Tomorrow, bud.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, Purdue plays for the Old Oaken Bucket against IU at home. Hopefully get a decent crowd in there, get it packed, and hopefully take home a W against our arch nemesis IU, dude.
Right.
Oh, I'm already seeing red.
Dude, I know. Oh my gosh,
It's
this
supposed
is
to
like.
rain tomorrow. It's gonna be a gross game, man.
Oh, that's
That-
bad. Hey,
I think that's actually good for
It
us.
could
Oh,
be good for the Boilers.
No,
going? Is
I
anybody
personally,
attending?
I planned on it.
I personally think that's terrible for us. Just because we're
somebody-
so pass heavy,
Can you
dude.
pull up the Premier League on your phone?
Yeah, I can do it.
Somebody at the table.
But I mean, we Ohio State Michigan is at the same time as this game.
What is?
Ohio State Michigan.
Oh, that's
Same time as the
There's a
Purdue
lot
game.
of good rivalries out
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
I forget how good
Is it a
college football
rivalry
has.
this
Yeah.
week?
Yeah, so Yeah,
Texas
Iron
Tech
Bowl's
and Texas
tomorrow.
Tech today, the
Yeah.
Longhorns took a dub over Texas Tech.
oh
Yeah,
really?
yeah,
I
Longhorns did take a win.
Longhorns.
They kind of put a hurt into them. I think the
That
final
might
score
be-
was 28-45.
That might be a
for
bowl
the
winner
Longhorns.
type of game, right? Like, they just put
Uh,
themselves into bowl contention, or
Texas moved to 7-5.
yeah. So they saved it for
Definitely
them.
sealed a bowl.
Yeah, they saved it for themselves.
Look at them go.
Yes,
Longhorns.
sir.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Oh,
But
another
anyways.
another one that happened today though. Actually, Virginia clinched the ACC. I don't even know which side, but they are going to be
The
playing
opposite side of Clemson.
Right,
They're
exactly.
facing Clemson in their title game or whatever.
Right.
That's cool.
Well,
Yep.
congratulations to them.
So yeah, and then
Hard work pays off.
I don't see them knocking off Clemson, but we'll see.
Yeah, I don't see that either.
No, if so, that'd shake up the playoff picture right now.
Without
But your Auburn's facing Bama, right?
yeah.
Yeah, at home, Alabama's only favored by 3.
Ooh,
So
baby.
this is a game where I'm like,
Is that tomorrow?
dude.
Yeah.
Lots of big games tomorrow.
the big
Tomorrow's
you
crazy.
should just stay home and watch football.
Oh
Facts.
yeah, that's probably what I'm going to be doing if it's raining.
Yeah.
But I might,
Yes.
I might stop by my parents for a little bit because they said they were making food.
Right.
I'm assuming a big amount of it.
Yeah.
You gotta go when there's a lot of food.
Yeah.
Oh,
gotta
okay.
go when you're called.
We got it pulled up here on mine. All right. Anyways, let's move into some Premier League. Man City's got a fairly easy win here with Newcastle. Newcastle's not, somebody to be too scared of, but Man City's got to take care of business there. Chelsea's got West Ham, another pretty easy one.
Yeah.
Liverpool's got Brighton, not as easy, but still, Liverpool's been looking really good.
Yeah, they got to be Brighton. Let's be real.
Let's be real. Tottenham Bournemouth, though. This is a decent test
yeah,
for
that's a
a
good
newly coached Tottenham.
Yeah, that's a really good one. Chelsea West Ham, I think, could get interesting. London Derby. Jason said, yeah, over there, he's never watched a soccer game in his life.
That is untrue.
I'm just
that's
kidding.
the same on mine.
game.
Same.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
how
sure.
many have I understood?
Right.
Right.
That's definitely.
He doesn't
where I'm
know the
at
current
as
state
well.
of the Premier League, but that's still fine.
But
I'm
shout out
sure you've
Wolves.
heard of Tottenham.
But yeah, shout out Wolves.
Yeah,
He knows
let's go
that
ahead and move to
much.
Sunday because, there's not too much exciting going on Saturday. But Sunday is the Wolves.
Yeah. Big game. This is 5 and 6 in the table.
Sheffield,
right
although haven't gotten a lot of wins lately,
now. They're good.
they are been pretty good and gotten draws against
not
some really
bad.
good talent. So this is going to be a close one, fun one. A lot of goals, I'm assuming.
Yeah, this is
Both teams like to let goals in and get goals, and it'll be fun. You got to watch 9 a.m. Sunday morning, baby.
9 a.m. Sunday morning, the 1st of December, baby. So
December
we're into my birthday month there.
Ooh.
Big shout out to Nick Thomas.
Yeah.
Everybody get him a gift,
So,
especially
yeah,
because he's
baby.
been killing it on the podcast here.
Nick will throw
Right.
his P.O. box in the link below, and you can send him a gift here. Purdue gear preferably, or Wolves.
Yeah.
The highest quality only, maybe some Supreme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking more gold bracelets and lavish.
A mansion.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
Oh,
whatever
yeah,
your
yeah.
budget
Cars.
is, let us know.
Yeah.
If you want to just
Uh,
go ahead and send
Send
over
your
your
Tesla.
life savings to Nick's
Yeah,
P.O. box.
if you
Yeah,
wanna
Tesla.
if you wanna pre-order the Cybertruck for me, go ahead. I'm a big fan of that car actually.
Yeah. Elon Musk is basically his uncle. Anyways.
Elon Tusk.
The
if
last
you watch
couple
Rick and
games
Morty.
here, we got Leicester Everton, which Everton
That'll
is,
be-
is something you can't take easy.
But Leicester,
But Leicester's looked really good, so you favor them, and then Man United, Aston Villa. That's a close one.
yeah,
Man
Man
United, like,
United's just they're really
yeah, not the
especially with
craziest matchups this
injury
weekend. I feel like
and-
there's nothing
Yeah,
too crazy.
I can see that Norwich Arsenal game actually getting interesting. I'm not a
I
believer in
don't
Arsenal.
know. I think Arsenal bounces back here, at least against a team like Norwich.
Actually,
but we'll see.
dude,
It'll be close.
Well, that's kind of I'm really, really hoping that the current Arsenal manager, the interim, does a really, really good job.
Yeah.
So that they're like, okay, we can just keep this guy and not steal Nuno.
Yeah, don't steal Nuno from Wolves. He's been doing good for them. But that Wolves game for sure is going to be a banger. I'm sure of that. Mark it on your calendars, folks.
I'm excited. Very, very.
All right. Is there any other things happening this weekend we need to talk about? I will mention the Lakers are still on a roll. My boy LeBron has been doing the damn thing.
I don't think so, man.
Supposedly
I'm ready to warm up some leftovers.
Yeah, mac and cheese sounds real good right now.
I hope I have some.
I have a
Or no,
lot.
I don't.
I have a lot.
I already ate it.
All right.
Well,
I think we're going to wrap it up, folks. Thanks to Jason. Thanks to Patty. And obviously Nick, always for being here with me.
Thanks for having us.
thanks for having us, man. It was a
It was
pleasure.
a good time. Happy Thanksgiving.
Just a quick
Happy
little
holidays.
40-minute chat, dude. It was a fun one.
Yeah, it was fun. Lots of fun. Yeah, happy holidays, everybody. And
Safe
Can't wait for
travels
Christmas.
back.
Maybe we'll have another Christmas special with this same group over the holidays. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Monday we will be back. See you later.
Later.